and this is my friend Kelly.
Hi.
Welcome to Emily's Paper Caper. This is where you'll find inspiration to scrap your stash. So let's get scrapping. I thought it would be fun to have friends come and join me on the channel because when you scrapbook with friends, you always learn new ideas.
Yep,
Kelly, you wanted to share a few of your favorites today, right?
I do.
What are the favorites?
Well, what I'm going to show you today is my 3 favorite things. I use a lot of washi tape. I always go into my scrap paper and use my scrap paper all the time. That way you can always buy more paper. And the other thing that I like to do is use spray inks.
All right, let's look at some pages.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, in these 3 layouts, I'm actually using pretty much just washi tape, a few accent words or dots. On this first page, really the green was the color that I picked out, and I just kind of went to my washi tape and mixed it up. I didn't really have any rhyme or reason on any of it, just did colors. And it really turned out cute.
Do you start with your photo selected first?
I do. I usually pick the photo first, and then I usually pick the background paper. And then I just kind of went to my washi tape, which this is how I actually store my washi tape. It kind of lays it all out and just allows me to see kind of everything I've got. I've got like about 4 of these, I believe, but here's 2. So they're just loops, you know, that you buy at
Embroidery
Joann Fabric is where I got them, and they're easy to travel with. I just throw them in my bag when I want to go.
That's awesome.
Yep. This next page, I wanted it to be a little more color coordinated. You know, I picked out my photo, picked out my back cardstock, and then really kind of wanted a color, color selection, and worked my way up.
It's a beautiful photo.
Oh, we think she's the doll.
Absolutely. And you got chipboard embellishments.
Yep, and just added a few little embellishments to it. These are photo corners, and I use them just kind of as an arrow.
That's awesome. Very cute. And you have one more page?
And I do. The other thing that I really love to do too is I use a lot of white background. I don't know why, but I like white. And this one, I really wanted to keep it very simple, and I didn't want it to be super matchy with the colors that everybody wore. For some reason, I just didn't want the blues, and I just love this yellow and gray and black together. Added a few words, and it was easy peasy.
It's beautiful.
Thanks.
So those are 3 pages with washi.
Correct.
Okay, so you said you loved paper scraps, and this is awesome.
So these are 3 layouts that I did using paper scraps.
So let's look at this one. You know I love triangles.
Triangles are new, and they're big. Loving them too. And you can, you definitely can see the transition of, the arrow and the cut angles were big, a couple of years ago. And, these are just more triangles. Makes perfect Christmas trees.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. So you start with the photos, and then you went to your Christmas paper scraps.
Correct.
For this one.
Yep,
Add
exactly.
some embellies.
Yep, not very much. Really, it was pretty simple. And again, more white background. Actually, all 3 of these layouts have the white background. Kind of goes with anything.
Looks great.
Sometimes I think white makes the picture pop out more, which is part of the reason why we do it all.
Yeah.
But I did stamp on this as well. I actually stamped first and then covered it with the triangles.
Sure. Love this. So Kelly, I'm definitely see a trend with the white backgrounds.
Yeah, I guess that's one of my favorite things too. I have too many. I can't just pick one.
So this one, you used the spray ink. Tell us about that.
I did. That's the first thing that you do on this layout, of course, is spray. With this layout, I actually sprayed, and then I kind of flicked. When you just kind of hope for the best when you do it.
So you take the stopper out and then you kind of dribble.
I
so
usually
you can
just kind
see.
of actually take it and hit it with my hand, and then it kind of just plops out.
And you also used scraps.
I did scraps, white
even
background,
some ribbon.
and I did use a little bit of ribbon here as well.
It's awesome.
Sometimes I probably on this one actually practiced it a few times before I got what I really wanted.
And then do you let it air dry?
Yep, before you do anything else. Yeah, I usually even sometimes do another page or another layout and then go back to the one that I inked.
Now this one, tell us about the ink on this one.
This one is really simple, white background. I chose that I wanted to use the yellow, black, and gray again. I love that combination.
Yeah, it looks great.
The first thing that I did was I just splattered the ink. I did the black first, and then I added the yellow. And this has just scraps as well.
Looks great.
Thanks.
What's the last one?
Okay, this is the last one.
So big.
And this, of course, as you can see, has the white background. The first thing that I did on this was I did the big area, and what I did was I sprayed it, and then I took a slightly damp, it wasn't wet, sponge, and just kind of rubbed it out a little bit.
Oh, okay.
And then I did also just a couple little splatters. I didn't want to cover the whole page with it. And then I used my scraps for just different size circles, and it turned out cute too.
Do you use a circle punch or?
I actually on this I did not use a circle punch. I went to my old Creative Memories cutter.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then some poxy dots and I think a few brads as well.
Way to use the stash.
Yep, that's what I do.
Kelly, thanks for joining me today. I really enjoyed your pages. They're awesome.
I'm glad you asked me. Thanks for having me.
So keep on scrapping, everybody. Let us know what your favorite supplies are down in the comments. Bye.
Bye.